Day 2 of the Democratic National Convention, a night filled with stars, some good points, and some complete bullshit. Welcome to Open Views, where I give it to you straight. In this video, I'll focus specifically on Barack Obama's speech.
My future, about my children's future, about our future together. One thing is for certain, Donald Trump is not losing sleep over that question. Here's a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago. It has been a constant stream of gripes and grievances.
Yeah, to be honest here, Obama's pretty correct. Most of what Trump has done over the last 4 years or so has been complain about the election and complain about his problems.
The other day I heard someone compare Trump to the neighbor who keeps running his leaf blower outside your window every minute of every day. From a neighbor, that's exhausting. From a president, it's just dangerous.
Similar here. It feels like it's been a nonstop barrage of Trump throughout the years. At some point, it gets to be a little bit tiring, so I can understand the comment there. This next clip, though, not sure I agree with it.
He wants the middle class to pay the price for another huge tax cut that would mostly help him and his rich friends. He killed a bipartisan immigration deal written in part by one of the most conservative Republicans in Congress that would have helped secure our southern border because trying to actually solve the problem would hurt his campaign.
This one I call bullshit. The tax cuts have been shown to benefit a broad spectrum of Americans. Did it benefit the rich? Absolutely. And if you can actually target the middle class, I'm not opposed to that. But the benefits of his cuts were broad. Also, his comments about the border seem like rhetoric. On top of the Biden-Harris administration having 4 years to solve that problem, and they didn't. So this comment seems very disingenuous and false. This next comment gets me fired up. It's going to sound like I'm taking a side here, but it's because the focus of today is on the DNC. If I were talking about the RNC, I would call it the same nonsense.
At a time when the other party had turned into a cult of personality, we needed a leader who was steady and brought people together and was selfless enough to do the rarest thing there is in politics, putting his own ambition aside for the sake of the country. History will remember Joe Biden as an outstanding president who defended democracy at a moment of great danger.
So on this discussion on Biden, first off, Cult of Personality, great song. If you've never heard it, go listen to it. It actually does apply. But Obama, in my humble opinion, has been just as much of an idol as Trump is right now. And as far as bringing the country together, that is something Obama and the Bidens, I feel, have done nothing of. Trump has unloaded a dump truck of napalm himself, but for the former President Obama to pretend like his presidency and Biden's were come together moments is just complete delusion. Finally, as far as Biden himself is concerned, the sheer fact that his own party pushed him out shows that it's unlikely he will be remembered at all. I know that sounds harsh, but I didn't write this story. I'm just giving my thoughts on it.
America's ready for a new chapter. America's ready for a better story. We are ready for a President Kamala Harris.
2 comments on this one. I'll speak out of both sides of my mouth. On one end, I don't see Kamala Waltz as a new chapter, but really a sequel or spin-off at best. This further shows why Biden will not be remembered. If he was great, you'd want this to be showcased as an even flow from Biden to Harris. That said, if anyone has watched the RNC, Hogan was as cringe as it gets, gross. But Obama here has fired up the base. He is exciting to watch, and he honestly knows exactly what to say to get everyone engaged. While I don't agree with some of what he is saying, I'm absolutely glued to my seat. I'll leave you with this final quote from Obama. I don't know if Kamala's going to actually do this, but I think this is absolutely the right play. We do need more units. We do need more homes in America in order to drive prices to a more reasonable level. That said, keep watching, stay tuned. Thank you for listening to this very short recap of Obama's speech. I'll bring you more in the coming days.
Kamala understands this. She knows, for example, that if we want to make it easier for more young people to buy a home, we need to build more units and clear away some of the outdated laws and regulations that made it harder to build homes for working people in this country.